Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. Um, some of the weird stuff we're trying to do, like I'm probably expanding way too fast, honestly. But since I'm not fighting the Hojo that much, it's kind of difficult. Like, you want to expand really fast, but you do tend to overreach. Like, I'm pulling into this whole zone, and it's going to be a problem. This, I think, is their best castle, because look at all the stuff it's got. That's turning into a bit of a showdown. Let's have these guys come back over here. Maybe they can just park here,
leave it to me.
and we can see what happens. I don't want them to run out of food, though. Let's bring them back over. But the real thing is, we really want Masako Hayame to get up there quickly, and we don't want everyone to run out of food while they're fighting far from home. I am losing my control, the power cable for the PS4 controller again. And I guess we should just get on with things here, because I don't really want to spend any more money right now. We've already done yeah, the Azai aren't jumping while our castle's out of dudes. We do. I tell you what, we will sell.
What would you like?
We'll sell food again.
Thank you very much.
And we will, because we didn't lose our trust with the Imperial Court, so we'll send a new message. We'll buy that title, and we will get on with our lives here.
We're moving out, and we're winning this.
So with the truce in place, we probably saved Nagoya Castle. We weren't in time to save Inuyama Castle. Now it's going to be a big throwdown for Nagashima Castle between the Oda and the Mitsudaira, who are not affected by the truce. Let's see what happens up here. Okay. I think what happened is they are retreating. So now we're going to have a big fight with the Nagao.
Advance.
They are going to have backup showing up. Well, because we're fighting Fusada Nukui, but he will have backup arriving to aid him, I believe, before this is all done. Be nice if he didn't, but I think he will. We certainly should have backup arriving too. We're on top. I mean, nobody's fought anyone yet.
These tactics for
Let's charge in. Why not?
Let us settle this.
He's going to make me attack myself, even though I'm already charging him.
Let's go.
The idea was to finish it before anyone can reinforce, so that we can take down the walls, which will make the siege easier. Now,
we will aid you.
We're still going to be fighting. Oh, okay. Let's see. Interesting. So the Nagao have decided to come face Masako Hayame. So some tribes showed up to say, we will aid you, but this is sufficient. We've got tribes helping here, which is going to help us to take Sakurabora Castle without having to do repairs. But now you guys are all going to need to grab Matsukura Castle. And even if I don't take all 4 castles with one big attack, I'll have my foothold up here now, and Masakura Castle is the best of these castles. Looks like the Matsudaira have been put to the run. I know the Asakura are backing off. Oh, never mind. Poof, got a bunch of Matsudaira here still. So there's no telling who's going to win. The Oda are not in a position to take anything back from the Imagawa, though. So, like, assuming I just decide, okay, we'll do history events elsewhere, at some point I'm probably just going to... Well, this is worth thinking about, though. So I got the biggest army, and then the Hojo. And because I haven't given the Imagawa any ability to grow, they got half my soldier count, but they're concentrated together. And then the Matsudaira have 2,400 soldiers. So if I was going to move against them, I need to have peace with the Hojo, and I need to be ready. That being said, I could start eating up the... I could start gobbling them. Like, taking them over would be a major step towards consolidating my power. Obviously, they got to go in the long term. But grabbing them will make me put me in a much better position to fight the Hojo, because I will have several really good palaces here, like Sunupu Palace, that I can use. It's going to be a hell of a thing to take Odawara Castle. But, like, being able to get troops to help down... Because the Hojo have all this power to the south. It's interesting times, folks. So we've got 2 battles here. I'd like to get Lady Sanjo in to help out up here. This battle we should be able to win, and it's got created officers in it. Let's do it first, and then try to help with the other one.
Advance! Yes.
Understood.
Because she's going to have the thing where she has a big advantage early. She'll lose troops quickly because fighting with her is a really aggressive kind of thing.
Understood. Follow my lead.
Oh man, she's brutally... Well, she's taking some losses too, though. Will they retreat if this unit is defeated? Yeah, the others are just a tribe, I guess, or... The power of the Blitz trade, I'm not lose anyone. The power of the Reckless trade, I'm not lose anyone. Power of the... Oh, I got the round straight, rather. Alright, so she took some losses. This unit is still here. They were the backup. Okay. Let's see if we can get our armies in position before I go in and manually control the fight. Oh, wow. They kind of fell apart there.
Let's go.
I don't even have tribes helping me out this time.
Yes.
Let's go.
Understood.
Vanguard Warrior. I'm saving her tactics for...
You youngsters ready?
Yeah, he's been a thorn in our side, this guy. But I don't think he's got... I mean, he's holding his own in a way he probably shouldn't be able to. I was going to hold her tactics for later, but this guy's like... He's inflicting embarrassing losses on us.
Pull back.
Usurpation trait. This could be a thing here. If she beats all of these armies by herself, and leaves everyone else free. I think they're going to lose Shibata Castle. They don't march anyone out of Ogaki Castle. Yeah, the Oda are in very big trouble. I don't think they can recover. All I did was give them time, but they're not going to be able to use it to actually win. Yeah, we lost that tribe support somewhere, and they never really fought for us either.
Advance. Leave it to me.
Begin.
Witness my valor.
Begin to begin.
Follow my lead.
This is how battle is done.
Roar.
Pull back.
Enemy officer apprehended.
Alright, so she's lost about a third of her strength. But we drove off all of the reinforcements.
Acknowledged.
So I think if they get supplies for taking the castle, they could probably march on to finish off Kawakumo Castle. And these guys, who haven't, well, no, Takara Takato had some combat, but they will march on, and we'll see how much reinforce. What is the deal with Takahara Castle? Well, we might be able to go ahead and take over this territory up here. If I get it, and I got to make a call once and for all. Am I going to just ignore? Am I going to just get a separate slot, a separate save, where we can do some of the historical events of Shingen, and then come back and finish? It's time to probably. We either want to turn on the Oda and gobble up their stuff and keep peace with the Imagawa. That's probably the smart move, actually. Take these cities over completely, then negotiate for long-term peace with the Hojo, and take out the Imagawa and the Matsudaira. Then we'll just have, like, almost all the way to the coast here, control, and we'll have a nice valley with some really good cities. And then I either drive towards Kyoto or deal with the Hojo. To win, you've got to hold about half of the map, and maybe more, and Kyoto. By the time I get there, the Yamago will probably have turned into the Mori. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's nobody to the west that I'm really that worried about. Like, if this is the toughest part of the map. It's also the most powerful part of, like, map to hold. If I can, like, take over all this, it's not really going to matter if I decide to go north, east, or west. I'll win. The main things that are going to stop me, I'm going to have to take the Oda. The Oda are not a threat, but they've got really good cities. So I'm going to have to take out... The danger right now on the map are as the Imagawa-Matsudaira alliance, which history hasn't broken off. The Hojo, of course. The Satake are holding their own here, it looks like. Maybe I've actually... I doubt... They're probably not as powerful as they look, though. Hojo have 76,000 troops. They have about half of that. So they're not as powerful as they look. Again, they got like half the population of the Hojo. Where the Uchi are out west somewhere, right? I'm trying to figure out where they are. Okay, yeah, I'm surprised at the population of these guys. They've taken over a decent chunk of territory. No, but the threats, and the Nagao will be a pain in the ass. But the Hojo are the main threat. They're always the threat when history kind of breaks and it's just the AI doing whatever it wants. The Hojo just have such a powerful starting position. They're always going to be a threat. Alright, let's wrap up this. Let's keep pressing on with this video there. I'm just kind of got distracted a bit. I do need to make sure I'm negotiating with the Hojo, though. This is our turning point. Done of diplomacy. A Hojo clan to form a 1-year alliance. Keep going. Because I probably need to get an alliance going with them. 9,000 gold to become the accounting director? Sure thing. I just got my CPA from the Imperial Court. From now on, I assume the post of accounting director hopefully will command some respect. Of course, everyone deeply respects accountants. Inuyama Castle. Is that at a fair? Sorted myself out. Allow me to serve you, my liege.
Let us begin the meeting.
To begin the
Reporting
beginning.
in.
We have surrounded various castles whose fall
Use
has been a
last
matter
month's
of time.
balance. Reporting in.
Received horses for our whiskey and beer for our men. Will be kind of, we have enough trust from the SOI clan. Ending diplomacy. All right. We have the anti. Yeah, we're friends with the Hojo, but we can have an anti-Hojo coalition. That doesn't seem very nice. I mean, I guess we can keep the problem is if we keep negotiating with the Hojo, the risk is that they will. The risk with negotiating with the Hojo and not grabbing a 1-year alliance is that while I'm trying to get enough trust for a 2-year alliance, they attack. In which case, all we can do with the trust we have is to get a 6-month truce. $80 would be enough for a 2-month, and that's, I think we'll grab that as soon as we can. This bothers me. This rice dealer that should be probably a trader. I guess I can leave it in place for now because it is doing population. It's not terrible. Tsujigasaki. We can do a Buddhist temple. Base units with conservative officers become stronger. Maximum popularity increases. The maximum popularity doesn't actually go up, though. I keep hoping some other... And then T-Retreat is the same thing, but for neutral officers, I think. I keep hoping that something will happen where... This requires iron, which I guess I don't have. I guess I'm not going to get anything else for this slot. It'll just make my conservative officers out of here happy. Harunobu himself is a conservative officer, isn't he? I'll leave it. We're not negotiating with them anymore? I guess we're not. He's doing 9, so no one else is going to do any faster than him. Oh, I know who we need to do no negotiation with, the Imperial Court, because I stopped. Yeah, we're doing a lot with the Imperial Court, for sure. Got a lot of labor left. That's probably fine. Eventually need to improve all these roads. There was a secret path over here. Oh, I need to be building these roads up. Yeah, I need to get these roads built now that I'm in charge of these castles. Natsuko Sasaki will work on that. Okay. We might want to improve the road over here to Kuomine in case we decide to attack it. This is a path that goes to, apparently to nowhere. I don't know why that secret path, where that's going to go that's useful, but it is there. Maybe we'll be working on that for a while. Alright, let's keep going here. Inamiyama Castle's fare can be changed. You guys, Matsudaira, yeah. Oda apparently no longer contesting you. That's not... Whatever, are you guys going to attack that city, or are you just leaving? No, you guys are going to attack. I would think the Oda would attempt to prevent this. But maybe they just don't have enough. Yeah, as soon as they try to attack and gain territory, it all is falling apart for them. I probably should stop negotiating with them. It might be time to just cut them off and attack them. Keep doing diplomacy, but as soon as I get that, as long as the Hojo don't attack me on this turn, I need to get an immediate 2-year alliance with them. Because I'm not planning to fight them right
You
now.
don't have a chance.
That's right, bitches! Alright, so we've taken a castle. That'll give me something to do with the next domestic turn. We actually took, I think, their main castle before we finished off that castle. Which would be Sakabura Castle. Sakurabora Castle. But we got Matsukura Castle. So let's go for Takaharasuwa Castle or... Oh, this is quite the cute little castle. We might have to really fight for that one. Looks like the Azai and the fighting monks of Shaolin Temple are really thriving up here. They've actually taken over some territory. 35 plus... Call this 35 plus 2. So 55, and then... Okay. We've got enough, although I can't afford to lose a lot of troops fighting. What are they doing for food? Well, they'll get more food as they pass by this base, won't they?
Just leave it to me.
Understood.
Yeah, alright. Sakabura Castle says, oh, their morale probably got lowered by the surrender
Enemy officer apprehended.
of that other castle. And now these guys still don't show us having food, though. I'm a little worried about that. Like, when they're done changing formation, do they get food? Because they should get food from this castle. Because it's my castle now. Yeah. As long as I have food for the force, they should get food. These guys will be the same. Okay. So we are, it does look like we've got enough forces, unless... Because I think the Nagao sent what they were going to send, probably. And the Asakura sent what they're going to send, probably. So I think we will... And these monks don't really care. These different samurai clans squabble with each other. They'll attack me if they think I'm going to attack them, or if they think they can win. They're probably not going to aid. Although, I guess they are a... No, I can't check diplomacy now anyway. Alright, so let the turn end. I think we're just going to have to, on the next turn... Before I call it a video, I want to make sure that I definitely get an alliance going with the Hojo. I think it might be time to just betray the Oda, take their stuff... And then betray the Imagawa and the Mitsudaira. I think that's what's probably next. With the Nagao, I guess we got to start negotiating with them. They hate us. But I don't want to mess with them too much because we might be able to get the Battle of Kawakanojima Is that the right one? Oge Hazama, we're not going to get. Kawaka Najima, I think, is the one with Kenshin versus. I'm blanking on his name now. Oh, Kenshin versus Shingen. Shingen's our guy. Kenshin versus Shingen. That might happen, but we can definitely get it to happen if we switch to a different save and do the historical stuff. And the Oda are falling apart, so we might grab what we can from the Oda, and then we probably need to turn on the Imagawa, which will also break the plot. But
Your orders?
Templar.
Here's last month's balance. Reporting in.
Hojo clan has changed your mind about it. This may lead to war. Be careful. All my training is paid up. Okay. They are normal, not friendly. But we're still doing diplomacy. So we have castles that don't have any guys. He's not terrible. But he's not great either. Are you already castle lord at one of these other places? Mio Numata and Narashige Yokuze. Hold on a second. I guess they're not castle lords anywhere, but that's okay. We want to do a few things before I have a chance to forget. So this place in particular will need some good pole officers. And I think Hamuko Arisato should be one of them. There's a lot of garbage pole officers that are going to be stuck here. Yeah, she's had a quiet LP so far. I feel a little bad about that. But I don't know that she's somebody who's been doing a lot in the commentary. I think it's just one of my regular people who always, you know, does stuff for the Zerfalls charity drive, but doesn't necessarily do a ton of talking. Yeah, Tokado Castle can develop, although it's pretty close to being fully developed. Town is thriving quite a bit. What town? What danger? Okay. Here we are. So I could go with a rice dealer for population growth, although usually I like the long-term impact of getting coin exchanges and stuff. Town fair, and this would be crops and crafts. Yeah, that'll make a lot of places better. I'm going to want conscripts here, probably, because this will eventually be a cargoman. Yeah, this will be conscript, conscript, conscript. So let's go ahead and make this a town fair. It's only a matter of time before we need to really think about betraying the Oda. Yeah, I'll need to get those switched back eventually. But for now, let me get the people who will be slightly faster. And we're pretty much out of money. Ooh. You're even worse than she is. Okay, Masako Hayami is stuck as overseer because we've got other people doing other stuff, I guess. And that's a sure sign that things have gone wrong. Let's throw down a save and call it a video, and when we come back next time, I need to think about in my next session just starting a new game from a different starting point, where the Battle of Okahazama and the Battle of Kawakanojima are like early in what's supposed to happen, and it might be like next time we just like we hit a little time warp where I have, and this might take dozens of videos, but we can do a side story to see story events as the Takeda, and then come back. Now this will mess up my save file. Like I'm not going to have a save file where I've unlocked the achievements for doing all of the Takeda events in one file or anything like that. But I can show them on camera, and then we'll come back. I think we've put too much effort into this one to just abandon it. So what we'll do is we'll do enough to get the historical events for the Takeda, possibly trying to move through turns quickly and not micromanaging quite as much so I can just get historical events down. And then we'll come back to this game. Maybe I won't do this in the very next video, but eventually we'll do this. The next steps are probably going to be... Oh, you know what? What do you want? You want me to conspire with officers. That usually doesn't seem to be worth the effort. We need to start diplomacy. They refuse because we are at war with them. Okay. We need to start diplomacy on the Nagao when we get a chance, just so I can call truces if they attack at the wrong time. I don't particularly want to go in on extended war with the Nagao, although, honestly, if we could go to war with them and just take this district here and kind of let them sit here and ignore them, I'd be perfectly okay with that. But, like, I kind of want to get a coast-to-coast block at some point, and honestly, more importantly, I don't want the Nagao to suddenly become a problem while I'm spending a lot of troops dealing with... We got to grab the Oda. We got to make peace with the Hojo of some kind of extended length, because we're going to need to break our marriage alliance with the Imagawa and take them and the Mitsudaira out. I can't attack the Mitsudaira. I'm pretty sure I can't attack the Mitsudaira while I am allied with the Imagawa. So them being together will make them more difficult to deal with, but I will be much more secure once we've got all of this in our control. Otherwise, I mean, I've got 100 trust of the Azai. I could like ally with the Azai against the them maybe, but honestly, the Azai are not positioned to be useful to me. It's just nice to have 100 trust with them so that I can call them off if they start attacking, while Inuyama Castle, as it is now, is like empty. Eventually, does this represent Kyoto? I get confused about what is actually Kyoto. Igawena Castle. But, like, we're actually pretty close to... We're not too far away from Kyoto. Oh, Nijo Palace, that's right. Yoshiharu Ashikage. 12th shogun of the Muromachi shogunate, he fled to Omi after losing to Motonagi Miyoshizawa forces. He later returned and then came at odds with Arumoto Hosokawa and quit the shogunate. So we've got quite a bit of territory, more than I realized, to get to Kyoto. But yeah, our most dangerous enemies are in the other direction. All right, I think I saved already. I'm losing my mind here. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, so we're gonna call it, and we're gonna come back next time. And I gotta make a decision, but there's a real decent chance next time we will be playing a whole new side story where we just do historical events so that we can come back to this later. Because I think interesting things happened with us trying to keep the Yoda alive, but it just was never going to work. Bye for now.